I was about 5, 6, I think maybe 7, 8 years old. I was living with my dad. We lived in a mountainous area, but we lived at the top of the mountain. As I looked around, I don't know the Andes Mountains, but this is what comes to mind. It looks like the Andes Mountains. The atmosphere was light gray. The tops of the mountain were green, but an ashy green, as if the ice was just being removed and spring was coming. There was not a lot of grass, but some stones in between and sand. I loved it. It's a beautiful place. When I looked at the horizon, I could see the tops of other mountains. There was still some snow visible on some of the highest tips. And as I waited anxiously for Dad to open the door, I could not see his face because I was so low below at his feet. But I could feel his presence so strong and I felt so secure. So as I waited anxiously for Daddy to open the door, I could see his feet. He was wearing sandals because he was going to the field. So as I was at the door waiting for him anxiously to open, and he knew I could feel his smile of contentment. I didn't see it, but I could feel it. And as he opened the door and he opened for me to leave, I was a little girl, 7, 8, 9 years old, around there, running freely on the mountain hills. It was amazing. The early morning breeze was catching my face. My hair, I don't know what my hair was made out of, but it obeyed the wind in a way that it was in tune with the wind. And that breeze touching my face was so rewarding. And in a distance, I saw a light tower. And I was running towards it almost instinctively. But I looked back at my daddy to ask his permission to go up. So as I looked towards him, I felt him giving a nod. Again, I couldn't see his face. I only saw up, his cloth, which was a long flowing off-white robe, and then his feet that were in sandals. And he gave me a nod and a smile. I could feel it, I didn't see it. Now, as he went on his business, and he went to his daily walks to go and tend to his business on the field, I ran towards the light tower that was on top of one of the mountains in that area. And as I climbed the stairs towards the light tower, I could not wait to get up, so I was trying to move my little legs as fast as I could so that I could get to the top. And when I arrived at the top, I found a woman, a man, and another man. I think there were 3. They were dressed in uniform, soldiers. This woman was light in complexion, very, very, very fair, beautiful. She had short hair, very short hair. Beautiful face, almost like light makeup, rosy lips. I think her eyes were light blue, and she was smiling towards me. And she put out a hand and she gestured that I should join them. Of course, I went to join them. And as I got closer to her, I saw the other 2 men also standing next to her, same uniform. I researched the uniform, and it was something like, at the time of, I think, the First World War, some kind of light greenish uniform. And all of them, the three of them, were looking down, and they looked content. They were looking down from the light tower. And as they were looking down, and I went to join them to see, the first thing I saw was a flying car and a pilot in it. And below that flying car, it's like a warcraft, a flying warcraft. But it looked like a car with wings, but just a very advanced car with wings. And as I looked below, I saw a multitude of soldiers. They were just coming and coming and coming, and they were moving towards us, but then they would turn towards the left, which was our right, where we were standing. They would turn towards their left, and they were disappearing into the left. But it's an enormous size army, and they all were walking in, coordinated fashion, orderly. I tried to look closer to see their faces, but these guys were about their business. They had no emotion on their faces. They were programmed to come and do a job. And then the lady on the balcony in the light tower, she looked at me. She could see how excited and in awe that I was, and she just smiled. She smiled at me, and she looked back at the army, and she looked so content, like, finally they are here, and they are ready. Wow. I woke up with a smile on my face. I ran to my side table, and I got a little book where I started writing what I could remember. But I felt so happy and so protected that my Father showed me the multitude that is coming. They are actually already here. They have arrived. And they are being sent to their locations. The army of heavens is here. They have arrived. And they are being right now distributed to their various locations to start doing God's work. So do not be afraid. Be encouraged. For those that are with us are more than the ones with them. Remember this, what prophet, I think it's Elisha, said to his servant. Ask God to show you, but do not be afraid. Be encouraged. The army is here. They are getting ready. They are getting set up. The snipers probably already started their work. They are already in operation. I was so content. I think I didn't leave the balcony when I woke up. I was still there when I woke up. I felt like I woke up while I was standing at the balcony. And I was so happy when I woke up. And that gave me such peace. But there are signs that the Lord has showed me through the dreams. I think it gives us the sign of the times. If you were listening to what I was saying, what I was sharing, you would understand what those signs are. You will calculate the timing when these angels will be in position. You will know exactly the timing. Ask God for discernment. Ask Him to give you visions and dreams, just like He did me. I hope this blessed you. I hope this encouraged you. I hope this strengthened you. I love you with the love of Jesus. Have a great day ahead.